Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I've been MIA for a little over a month, I think. Right, Jordan? Around a month.
Yeah.
I think the last update that I did for my life was I was about to do the sleep study that I had scheduled. I actually had that done. And then about a week later, I got the results from it. And I found out that I have very severe sleep apnea. And soon after that, I actually got my machine. So I've been using a CPAP machine for roughly a month, 20 something days. Enough that my insurance is, satisfied that I'm actually using it. Because unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there that get the machines and don't use them as they're supposed to.
The rule is that you have to at least sleep 4 hours
With it
every night for at least 21 days.
for the insurance to approve.
Or at least that's the rule.
That's what we heard when I went to pick up my machine. And I've been using it. I use a full mask, which goes over my nose and my mouth. I was offered just the nasal one, but I chose the full mask because I figured it'd be better for when I'm mouth breathing at night and breathing through my nose before I go to sleep.
Well, it does have an app.
Yeah, I have an app on my phone that I can look at and see how things have gone overnight.
It tells her how many episodes she has during the night.
Yes, I didn't mention that. With my results from the sleep study, it said that I had, I think it was...
I want to say 3.
No, it was 36 breathing pauses in 1 hour, which is quite bad. So yeah, I have pretty bad sleep apnea.
And now she's down to like 2 at most.
It tells me now on the machine how many I have while I'm sleeping with the mask on.
Well,
so I have 1 to 2 a night now, which the goal with the machine is to get under 5. It just means that the air pressure is at the right amount. So anyway, so I've been doing that, and I was unfortunately also recently in the hospital for 5 days. My ileostomy output increased dramatically, and when I went into the emergency room, I also found out that I had a raging bladder infection, which is common for me, unfortunately. I get them a lot. But that goes along with having to use catheters.
Though we did find a connection between the two.
Yes. Within the last couple of admissions I have been in, my doctors have found out that my bladder infections and my high ileostomy output is actually connected. And so now I know when my output decides to increase that I should definitely get a urine test. So luckily we figured something out, and I have been on a low dose antibiotic for over 6 months now. And that's just to try and decrease how many I have, but I'll still get them.
As a side note for us actually going, we planned the ER visit, and it was like the longest wait for being admitted ever. Like,
Yeah.
we were told basically we were gonna get admitted like maybe 1 o'clock. She wasn't fully admitted until about 9 p.m.
It was about 8:45, and Jordan had to leave at 9 to clock out and go home. So I had just gotten taken up to my room that I was gonna stay in.
So we got there at 11:30, just
in the morning,
just to make sure that people realize.
Yeah.
11:30 in the morning to
9-ish.
About 9 at night.
Yeah. Before I was actually admitted into a room. And unfortunately, that
is pretty normal.
It happens a lot.
I think we've had one where I was there until like almost 11 once.
Yeah, when I was really, really sick one time.
And I didn't want to leave her until she was fully admitted because
it was bad.
As a caregiver, I'm the kind of I'm the first response for knowledge.
Yeah. Luckily.
Or at least for home care, at least.
Yeah. Luckily, Jordan communicates with her supervisor and also my parents and Stephen. Well, I am unable to because 1, I don't have service in the ER, and 2, I am majorly under the weather.
Also, Verizon is really good at in ER service. Like, yeah. I had full bars the whole time.
Yeah, she had no problem.
Well, I
was completely jealous.
Yeah, so if you have a high amount of medical issues, think about Verizon.
Yeah, it had no problem, which was surprising. But yeah, I was in for 5 days. I started out with 2 antibiotics by IV while they were waiting to figure out what bugs were growing. And after that, I was switched to an oral medication that I just finished a day or so ago. But yeah, that's been what's going on with me in the last almost month and a half almost, I think. Yeah, it's been bad. It's been stressful and extremely frustrating.
Yeah.
The only good thing that came out of the last month is the fact that I have my CPAP machine now. And I've fully gotten used to it. I was used to it the first night. I had no issues.
Making Emily in the 20%.
Yeah. The guy that was showing the machine at the office that I went to said that 80% of people don't get used to it right away. And I did the first night. Probably has to do with the fact that I've been in the hospital so much over my life and have also been on oxygen while in the hospital.
It also might have to do with the fact that she's used to her husband's.
Yes, my husband also has a machine, and he has had one for many, many years, since before we were even together. So, yes, I am used to that.
Also, her machine's really cool. Like, it's tiny. It's tiny, and it will it will turn on, like, as soon as...
The moment I start breathing with the mask on, literally within a few seconds, it turns on. It's really neat.
Usually it's as soon as I get the magnetic hooks on.
The straps, yeah. And it also turns itself off after I take the mask off.
Yeah. Basically, like 30-second ratios is...
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's rather smart.
Yeah. At some point, I might do a video on it, but we'll see.
And I'll show off its really cool bag just because it's...
Yeah, the travel bag that came with it has pictures on where things go. While I actually did go to the hospital, we did take it with me, and I used it while I was there. So the bag definitely came in handy pretty dang quick.
Plus, it has a nice little front pocket for her cell phone and its cord.
Yes.
So I didn't have to pick as many bags with us.
Yeah, it's nice. But that has been everything that's been going on with me. I do have a few fun videos planned over the next few weeks. Hopefully I will be able to get them done. Yeah, knock on wood, for sure. But yeah, that's it. So, I will see you soon, and please leave me a comment on what you would like me to do video-wise.
Also, hit thumbs up, the little bell to get notifications when we actually post.
Yes, YouTube is weird, and they don't notify in your notification list anymore. It's very strange.
And subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.